Hey Rivian fans, in this video I'll share my top 5 favorite things about the Rivian R1T after my first 5,000 miles, so stick around. Hello Internet, this video marks my 50th video on this channel, which is a bit of a milestone for me, so I want to start by giving a huge shout out to all those people who have made these 50 videos possible. Starting first and foremost, of course, with my wife and kids who have been encouraging me and helping me with the videos, and sometimes even stealing the show.
That's the third time this week.
I also want to give a shout out to the Rivian and YouTube community who, through the online forums, phone calls, and interviews, have helped me learn a lot and develop more videos. And thanks to the Rivian crew for not only working tirelessly to make and service an incredible truck, but who have, on several occasions, generously taken the time to connect with me on a professional and personal level. Oh, and a shout out to my guide, Wendy. And thanks especially to all of you who have watched, commented, subscribed, shared, liked the videos. It really helps and the channel's growing. I'll keep this going as long as people are watching, so thank you. Now, on to today's subject. As with any vehicle, there are things that I would change or add to the R1T. For example, I wish there were better handles for people to get in and out of the passenger side. I'd love to have a step up for the bumper. There are several software items that need to be addressed. And yes, it needs a glove box. But I plan to cover those in a separate video coming soon. Today is a celebration of a great accomplishment. A well-designed, well-built adventure vehicle that checks almost all of the boxes I want in a vehicle. And I think I can say that I've put this truck to the test in the last 5,000 miles. I've driven it across state lines, over rocks and dirt, on windy highways, towed multiple trailers. So after all that, here are the things I look back on as my updated top 5 favorite things about the Rivian R1T. True to its marketing, the R1T really has opened a new door to adventure for us. Our family has, on a whim, just hopped in the truck and headed out on some adventures that would not have been possible for us a few months ago. When you combine the capabilities of this truck with the space for people and gear, you get a vehicle that can hit the mountains for a 4-wheel drive adventure or drive hundreds of miles across the state to, let's say, attend a county fair auction in western Colorado and buy a goat, a pig, and a champion rabbit and donate it back to the family. We wish Chip the best in his new life as a stud bunny. And as the season change, we're hopeful that the R1T will be a good winter vehicle to get us on the slopes. More on that this winter. I knew I would like this feature, but I didn't really know how useful it would be. Turns out, popping the racks on and off the truck is really easy and a super nice feature. I can keep some gear on the top, and when I need, just pop it off and leave the rack behind. And I haven't even put the very top racks to use yet. I love the feeling of having extra room to grow if I want to add more gear. Of course, as we know, the wind resistance is a thing, so I've tried to keep all the gear behind the cab of the truck, but stay tuned for more videos on that subject. And while we're on that subject, all of the extra storage is amazing. The gear tunnel and the frunk have been daily use spaces that I'm starting to take for granted. Shouldn't all trucks have a place for your tools, your camping gear, your golf clubs, and for cooling beverages? I think so. I love being able to have all of these things tucked away and still have plenty of space available in the bed and in the cab. Besides being able to thrill or maybe even scare people with the 0 to 60 launch, the insane amount of torque feels like something that I've always needed in a vehicle but never really knew how bad I needed it. And contrary to some opinions, I'm not really a speed demon or drag racer, so it's not just about the jump from 0 to really fast.
It's like a rocket ship!
On a daily level, that much torque really does change the way you drive the car in a good way. Like its confidence in climbing pretty steep dirt hills, or the ease with which the truck will cruise up the mountain highways, even towing a trailer at, or maybe even a little above the speed limit. But yeah, that launch is pretty amazing.
Oh my goodness.
What? So one of the great and unexpected joys of owning a new type of vehicle is all the opportunities to meet fellow enthusiasts like you. I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you in person and shared a moment of joy together, deep diving on the comfort and capabilities of the R1T. Building that community is a great joy. I also love sharing it with the people who may be seeing the Rivian for the first time.
Amazing.
Dang it, I didn't
That's
catch
okay,
him
you
with
can do it again.
I even let my 18-year-old neighbor take it for a spin before my wife drove it for the first time. Maybe not the best choice. People often tell me how grateful they are that we shared the truck with them. The pleasure is truly mine. Getting to meet you and sharing the excitement of a revolutionary vehicle is really wonderful.
Good gosh! This is a big upgrade from our minivan. I felt it in my eyeballs.
I just literally felt like I took off from Houston. So, wow.
Close it! Close it!
What's up? I'm in a Rivian.
Straight, all the way to the floor. All the way.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Wow.
There it is.
300 miles. Oh, you can still take him?
Oh my god.
He can fit.
Done.
All the way.
Okay. That's so insane.
So thank you to all of you who have geeked out with me over the last 5,000 miles. Honestly, this almost made the #1 slot because I think it will be where the memories will stick around the longest. But alas, I have to give props to the one basic reason that I bought the truck in the first place. It's electric. After more than 50 years of riding in cars, it's still hard for me to imagine that something this big can be taken so far and so fast without a drop of gasoline. Electricity is getting more and more renewable, and it's great to lighten our footprint while still enjoying the opportunity to travel with the kids. It's pretty incredible. The technology that enables any electric car to do what it does just gives me goosebumps whenever I think about it. Not to mention the amazing computer power that adds the brains to the vehicle and enables all kinds of new tech. Put it together and you have a whole new driving experience. It just feels like the future. Our kids may never have to pump gas because EVs are just better. So many fun battery-powered adventures await with plenty of room for growth and improvement. And that's why this is #1. In a time with, let's face it, lots of bad news, it's nice to have something that's just good news. A better future is coming. So there they are, my top 5 favorite things after the first 5,000 miles. Stay tuned for another 5,000. Congrats again to Rivian for making a great truck, and thanks to all of you for coming along on the ride. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more. Here's to the next 5,000 miles and the next 50 videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.